What's up, everybody? It's Thursday. Man, what a nicer day. What a better day it was today, honestly. I hope you're all doing good out there. The Discord's popping off. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you're doing that. It's popping off over there. We're having a good time already. Well, let's see who's in the house. Donald James said he's going to be lurking for a while, but he's hanging. All right, good to see you, brother. Brody, the super setter, how you doing, my brother? Good to see ya. I just watched a little bit of you and Rylan earlier. You guys were trading some licks back and forth. That was very nice, very nice. I was watching Rylan, and then they said, I'll be jamming with Brody. So I caught a little bit of Ozzy at work, so didn't get to see all of it. But what I saw was good. You guys are cool, man. I like you guys. Let's see. Let's Juji. How you doing? It's good to see you. Derail's in the house. Happy Thursday, brother. Good to see you tonight. Zio Fender, thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you there. Lisa's in the house. How you doing, Lisa? Let's see. Moving along here. Thank you, Derail. Thank you, Zio. Nicholas Williams in the house. What's up, buddy? Thank you so much, my friend. We're getting into it tonight for sure. Lisa says, awesome job. Thank you, Lisa. And Derail says, tap on that screen. Give it a double tap. I mean, shoot, we got to get these subscribers. I already lost 3 subscribers. Eric Alvarez, hello. How you doing tonight? We'll see how it goes. The last night was pretty slow. It was a pretty slow night last night, so we'll see how things go tonight. What do we got here? Okay, intro canon. Well, we'll keep the tunes pumping. I do have some more weird and wild, unheard songs. Let's give them a shot tonight. But a couple warm-ups to get going here. Let's go. the warm-ups continue. That was pretty nice, pretty nice. Hope you're all doing good out there tonight. Let's see what we got next. This one we haven't done in a while. This next one. So we will get this one queued up. And let's go. All right, a lot of great comments already. A lot of great people hanging out. Great to see everyone tonight. Let's see. Thank you, Lisa. Darrell, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. You know that's right. Evan Kelly, good morning to you, buddy. How you doing today? Abby Green in the house. Abby, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Evan said he's trying to chill, and this helps dramatically. Yes, sir. We trying. I didn't get to play all day. It was a busy day, but it was a nice day. Michael Fairbank, how you doing? Good to see you. The Discord keeps you busy. There's a lot going on in that Discord, so if you haven't joined the Discord, make sure you do. The link's in the bio of my page. It's in the description of this video as well. So if you're interested in Discord, check it out. We're having a little fun on it for sure. With that being said, we're moving right along. The next track, hopefully I remember how to play it. Let's see. I haven't played that one in a while. That's called Jam 060124. So that's like last year's song. Been a minute since I touched that one, but that was a cool one. That was a cool one to play. What have we next? After that shred feast, we got to do a slower one. Well, I got a nice slow one we don't do often. We'll get that ready. All right, let's see. Everyone's hanging out. Good to see. What have we here? Evan said he forgot the Discord thing. No problem, buddy. It is there, and it's already starting to thrive, man. So we'll be happy to see you there, buddy. A lot of great stuff happening already. Judy says, I'm semi-away doing a karaoke now. There you go. Recovery starts today. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you there. Jake Spider says, sorry I'm late. Glad to be at another stream. Hey, never be sorry, man. Life always comes first, and we're glad to have you here, buddy. And always good to see you. Thank you, buddy. Evan says, Roxanne, best karaoke ever, or Mustang Sally? For me, it's Heart alone. Every time I went to karaoke, I would do Heart alone. Sometimes I was good, sometimes not so good. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Game over. Thank you very much, buddy. Good to see you tonight. If I say you missed 12 minutes, man, you missed the best parts. We did everything. I played everything. I played every request ever mentioned in those 12 minutes. Good to see you, bud. Let's see. Pellet Funner in the house. Hi, Pellet. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Wow, we'll shall move on. A nice slow one after that. Speed Fest. Hope I remember this key. I don't remember. I write in so many different keys. That's where it becomes very difficult. Let's see what we got. go. Nice emotional slow jam. When you speed up, you got to slow down sometimes, you know? But that was feeling good. That was a very, very nice song. I can't believe I wrote it. Some of these songs, I can never believe how I wrote these songs. They just come out. I sit down and I start making stuff up. And that's how you do it. It's all you can ever do. Oh, let's see where we're going. Evan's going Lego shopping. There you go, man. Thank you, Juji. Evan said Mr. Bean's Picnic is one of my all-time TV favorites. There you go, man. Mr. Rowan Atkinson's a hoot, man. That guy's so funny. Kevin from Cali, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Juji says she just butchered Roxanne. No. Roxanne, you don't got to put on a red light. I couldn't sing it. I could probably do that Heart Alone, though. Maybe when there's not as many people watching. and Stardust isn't listening. That's another thing. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, and two, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Oh, we just moving and grooving tonight, man. Oh, let's see. We got another song. We got some album songs. Anyone that's hanging out that has not heard or know that I have an album, I do have an album. It's available right here on my YouTube channel, free to listen to. If you go to my channel, go to the releases tab. The entire album is there, free to stream as much as you'd like. If you would like to check it out further, you can go to iTunes or Amazon and purchase it there. That's for sure. This is the title track of my album. The album is called Until the Bitter End, and this is the title track. Until the Bitter End. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening to that one. Once again, that is the title track to my album. Hope you enjoyed it. What is next? What was I doing next? Fire Within. Okay. All right, moving on to the Fire Within tonight. We're doing something different this week. A little different. Wait, didn't I play the Fire Within last night though? I can't remember. I swear, my memory. Oh, and if anyone Juji wanted a beanie, we have the beanies available on the store now. You can get multiple colors: black, blue, gray, some other ones. But they have a nice gold RR embroidered logo on them, so it'd be very nice to look at. Let's see. Why is that tripping? All right. We'll see if that works out. Anyway, a lot of great comments here. We'll see what we got. A lot of great people hanging on. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time thus far. We did have a lot of comments during that one. Okay, where we go. I remember Ann too. Michael knows Ann Wilson rocks. This is true. Val Kimber, what's up, buddy? Nan Pradhan from India. Good to see you. Much love to you, my friend. Jake says, Roxanne. There you go. Gerard in the house says, I like it, Rick, when it was a nice change of pace. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, I do like an intro song, and I do a fast song, and then I usually do like a chill song. So we're always doing something, but I appreciate that. Let's see. Gerard says, do you still own the first guitar you ever got? I sure don't, buddy. The first real guitar I got was a Charville Model 4 from 1986. Probably 2 years into me having that, I broke the neck trying to be Yngwie, doing the Yngwie tosses. I had it down too. I was able to swing that guitar around me several times. But the Marzio clip lock strap, these things right here, I did not have this one fully tightened in. And every time I did a Yngwie spin, it started to come loose. By about the 5th or 6th spin, it went flying into my front yard. Neck cracked. I had it fixed. It played fine, but I got rid of it. I do have my Charville Predator, my 1991 Charville Predator. I still do have that. That is probably the most played guitar I do own. That's the one that saw the entire world. Chris in the house is there. I really don't like this style of playing. I feel you, man. Me neither, man. I don't like it. I don't like it much. If you know Crispy /S in it over there. Val says he's lurking and listening. Still working on his vid. No problem, brother. HD in the house. Happy Shreds Day, my friend. Good to see you. Moa Sear. Hello, buddy. Buena noche. Juji says, absolute fire. Thank you, Juji. Let's see. Evan said he's never done real karaoke before. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But he thinks Crowded House are an awesome band. True that. Hey now, don't dream it. I can't sing. Can't sing like Neil. What's his face? He was a good singer, man. Padlet Funner got the count already. 64. That's what I'm talking about. Juji, thank you. Chris Liggett comes in like a chat like Kramer. There you go, brother. Shakes the stars. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing tonight? Stardust knows don't dream it over. Evan's talking about 3 men in a sinking boat. Sound like a band from Australia. I don't know. Kyle Billy, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Juji says the beanie came out beautiful. Perfect. That's all we want out here. We pined over it for a little bit. Like, well, should we do this? Should we change that? I don't know. We messed around with it for a minute, but we got it, I think. Appreciate that. Appreciate you looking. If I said, are we ever going to get an ice cold one? Like Ice Ice Baby? Vanilla Ice? Maybe. You rock that out. If I says, you need to be reminded every day how bad you F. I know, right? Everyone messes up. Big wave now, buddy. I'm in standard D, so everything's tuned down one whole step, my friend. One whole step. All right, did this YouTube thing sort itself out? It sure did. All right, we're switching shirts. We're going to the Fire Within shirt. This right here is one of the biggest songs I ever wrote in my life so far. 376,000 views here on YouTube. Played across Europe, played across Japan. People enjoy this one. Hopefully you do too. Let's go. It's the Fire Within. the fire within. Man, that was actually a really good cut of that one. I think I surprised myself in a few places. But thank you so much for hanging out there. Oh, what have we here? A lot of comments here. We gotta get through these here. All right, there we go. Michael knows that Crowded House. That was a good band. I didn't mind that band when I was a kid. MTV, they played them all the time on MTV. And two knows we live in a land down under. Michael Fairbanks watching him some RoboCop tonight. There you go, bro. Peter Weller tears it up. Vice says, I meant you dumped the guitar so you wouldn't be reminded to be quiet. I see. It reminded me to make sure that these clip locks are extremely tightened. That's what it did remind me to do. Never had that problem again. That's for sure. Evan knows about them Vegemite sandwiches. Chris Liggett, there you go, brother. Vice says, when's the fire coming out? You don't want to know, man. The fire is, the song is about the Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the universe on Mars. I don't know what would happen if that thing exploded. It would probably be pretty crazy. We probably would get fallout from it, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know too much about space like that. Let's see. SSNS, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you there. Oh, let's see. Moacir, there you go, buddy. Obrigado, amigo. Lisa, thank you. Evan says typo negative sounds much better than typo error. There you go, man. Randy Kinsey, what's up, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Thank you, my friend. Lisa says, dang, YouTube keeps switching me to the top chat. I know. I have to make sure I switch it to live chat or I totally forget. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Michael. Lisa says, smash those thumbs and show some love. Appreciate that. Non-typical, thanks, buddy. Pablo in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Evan said, that's why Rick uses hard ebony fretboard or they start to smoke. It's true. Randy says, Colorado relaxed the cannabis laws. I should be there. Here you go, man. That's been relaxed for a long time, man. Yeah, Texas. Michael says, Texas not lenient? Probably not. Probably not. Thank you, Jake. Randy says he wants to be in Austin. He loves the AFL. There you go, buddy. Let's Mike says, especially cheap guitars, check the strap bud, maybe a longer screw, and tap a toothpick and all. Yeah, I never had a problem since. Never. Not once. These things are so jammed in there, man, they're never going out. Never had one problem since, man. You learn a lesson. You learn lessons in life. You know, I was probably 17 or 18 years old. It was a lesson learned for sure. Oh, let's see. Boquet Samuel, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. James Land, sure depends on what it is, buddy. If it's like Chucklefish and the Honey Bunches playing some weird song, I don't know. I don't know stuff. I don't know a lot of stuff. I know old stuff, 80s stuff, late 70s stuff. So it really just depends what you got, man. Pella got the count 101 likes. There you go, brother. DJ Kurdziolek, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Oh, what we got next, man? After that, I don't really have much. What we got? How many people we got? 109 people. We went from it's so weird, man. This week, I went from like 200 some people down to 110 people. I don't even know. YouTube's tripping this week on me. Clawing it back, working hard, and real soon I'm gonna have to take that week off. It's gonna kill me again, probably. But we keep pushing along, always. Let's try this one. I don't even care anymore. This one's called Forgive and Forget. This one's not played too much, so let's check it out. video right there. Forgive and Forget. I haven't played that in a while. That's been a minute for sure. All right, let's see. All right, we'll get the next tune cranked up here. Hope y'all having a good time. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's a slow week on YouTube this week. It's a slow week. But man, it is what it is. It's been one of those weeks, let's say that. It can only get better. That's all we can say. So let's I'll put the shirt up, and those who know what's going to be next. We'll definitely burn the house down with this one. Well, let's see what we got. A lot of great comments. Appreciate it. Let's see what we got cooking here. Where do we leave off with? Oh, shoot. Okay. James Landon knows what's up. He says, you loving your King Diamond shirt? He says, Grandma. All right. If that's a request I could do. That's the kind of request I like. Kyle Billy asks, do you play slide or attempts? Man, I've tried it a couple of times, man. It's one of those things, it's like a toy to me. I buy one and I play with it for 20 minutes and then I never use it again. Same with like a wah-wah. But I would like to get one because the Stargazer solo that I do play is truly a slide. Richie plays with a slide on that. And even the Temple of the King solo, I did a video for it. Richie played slide on that too. But sometimes I don't want to slide. I want to try and make it sound like a slide without sounding like a slide, if you know what I mean. Mike075, what's up, brother? How you doing? Evan knows Grandma can stay in the attic. That's right. Lisa says, yes, YouTube is for sure. I feel it. Spicy says something about you could do an every other day model, then modify it if anything comes up. YouTube gonna YouTube, man. That's all you can do. Indeed, James. I will throw down some King Diamond for you, brother. Not a problem. I love that type of request. And Evan says, James, I second that King Diamond for sure, for sure. No problem, Lisa. Vice says the flutter is nutter. There you go. Thank you, Michael. Boquet Samuel, thank you, brother. Appreciate that right there. Sleepless 13, how you doing tonight? Zach G, I'm doing good, buddy. How about you? Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Michael. Zach G says he loves the guitar. You know, this is my favorite one, man. If I could just play this guitar for the rest of my life, I probably would, man. I just want Jackson to make me like a whole bunch of these. Exactly this guitar. How hard could that be? We'll have to find out one of these days. Sleepless 13, there you go, buddy. Grateful Jay, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Zach says he got a 30th anniversary 5-string Ellison concert bass coming in tomorrow. Nice, dude. Man, if you haven't joined the Discord, Zach G, and if you do Discord, man, join up and make sure you slap a picture of that for us. We'd love to see it. That'd be awesome, man. Dan Rivera, there you go, brother. Sleepless 13, that's good to hear, my friend. All right, let's see. Well, we'll mute that and we'll go down to our good friend, Mr. King Diamond and Andy LaRocque. This is the Welcome Home solo. Check it out. It's awesome. subject of Andy LaRocque, I gotta keep practicing this Trapped in the Corner, so let's give it a shot, man. Solos in a row. Who on YouTube can do that? I don't even know. Me mostly. There you go. That's a fun one to play. There's some fun ones right there. Oh, let's see. James Lane says, I like what you're doing, man. It's pretty refreshing. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that right there. Bouquet Sam says, King Diamond, yes, but please not with the highest voice. Not me, no, man. I can't sing no King Diamond. No. Nope. But I love Linda's voice. I enjoy his voice, but a lot of people don't. I get it. But I love the guitar player Andy LaRocque as well. Juju about to get some caught somewhere in time. There you go. Thank you, Lisa. There you go, James. He's feeling that one. Appreciate you, Jacob. Juju said, I love that heavy chug. Oh yeah. Thanks, HD. James was like, here we go. Thank you, Lisa. Eric, feeling that. Appreciate your brother. Man, very cool of you to say. Thank you so much, Eric. I like that. Thank you, Bocap. Thank you, Michael. James said, you kind of chubby from that. I mean, I'll tell you, that's what Andy LaRocque do to you, man. That's what he do to you. I'll tell you what, man. I sat there and learned Andy LaRocque like crazy when I was a little kid, man. I learned the whole Abigail like front to back when I was very young. But if y'all thought that was crazy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because we're about to get into this next song. It's called Chaotic Calm. I got a shirt posted up on the screen for this song. If you're interested in merchandise, t-shirts, stickers, things like that. Just click on the shirt and you can check out the entire store. It's free to look. You don't gotta buy nothing. You can free to look. I'll tell you what. All right, but this one's called Chaotic Calm. Hang on to your seats ×2. This one goes crazy. was a Chaotic Calm, if you didn't know. That's a crazy jam right there. And if you were sleeping, that should wake you up. That should woke you up right there. Well, man, appreciate you hanging out with me on that one. Let's see. All right, we got another unheard of song here. We're going to play that next. Let's see, a lot of great comments. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I really do. Let's see where we leave off at. Thank you, James Evans said, he said chubby. Drake Snake said, not a request, but do you know a band called Repulsion? It was a band my uncle was in, and he said he met you in the early 2000s, said you were a pretty cool dude, just wanted to share. Like, that's cool. Man. I can't say that I do recall that name. It almost sounds familiar. I played with a lot of bands, and I apologize, but I appreciate it. That's very cool, man. It's very cool. Yeah, back in the 2000s, I did a lot of stuff. I toured around the world quite frequently and played a lot of shows, a lot of festivals, too. And I met a lot of people, man. But that is super cool, man. And I'd say hello to your uncle. I really appreciate that. He even remembered me, man. That's something else, man. It's always nice when someone from the past goes, hey, I remember you from that thing. That's like, that's cool, man. And here I am still trying, still going for it. James Land say, looking for. He says, that's your own work, brother? Yes, it is, buddy. Everything I do is all completed by me, man. Written by me. Written, recorded, and produced. Boquette knows Beyond Blasphemy. Oh, yeah, that's a crazy one. But to be fair, there was a drummer who came here and said, I could play that. I was like, okay. I was like, dang. I think compared to nowadays, there's not, these drummers can do like, that's only 200 beats per minute. These guys are playing at like 310 or something. But it's possible. It's possible. A little fantastical for sure. Jake said, dude, Rick, you just shattered my confidence in guitar and build it back up all in 2 seconds. There you go, brother. Thank you, Carter. Yoba Lee, how you doing? Thank you, Clayton. There you go. Boquet's talking about that gravity blast. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Carter. I appreciate that. Gail McConaughey, there you go. Appreciate that, Yoba. Val says, Rick, I have the perfect title for a song. Not of This World. That's a good one. Not too bad. Didn't Joe Satriani do a song like that, though? I can't remember. James Land said, my first guitar was a BC Rich Warlock. Those are nice, dude. Oh, yeah, classic. Feisty over there chugging on a chaotic bong. Nice, dude. Get some, man. James said he beat the crap out of that thing. There you go, man. Yep. Q Corleone, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Indeed, okay, yeah. That's called I use a plugin called Superior Drummer 3, and it can do anything. It's amazing. I love it. Q Corleone, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Lisa. Bouquet, appreciate it. Here you go. He's got the tornado drums. Sleepless, thanks, brother. AP knows ludicrous speed. We hit it. Bouquet says even the name hit arcade.com. There you go, brother. Thank you, Moasir. LVD, good to see you, buddy. Been a minute. Hope you're doing good, bud. Michael says, wish I could have seen you live, brother. Would have been awesome. Absolutely, man. I did post in the Discord today. I posted a video of me from 1991 with my band from Ohio. We did Queen of the Reich. I have the whole concert. Maybe I'll see if I can get that up there. But yeah, I'll have to try and see if I can get a few videos of me. I have a ton of DVDs of many concerts up there. So I'll see if I can get some up there for you guys on the Discord channel. Al Mooch is Not of This Earth. Isn't that Joe Satriani song? I can't remember, man. Mr. Shell, good to see you, buddy. He says it's a good day. I'm happy, but a bit sad. Why's that, buddy? What's going on, man? Feisty knows. Check that dilithium crystals. Evan said Ozzy live was awesome, even more now, so he passed through that, man. Yeah, if you got to see him, man. And it was probably something, man. He never put on a bad show. I never saw him do a bad show. Personally, at least. I don't know about that. Thank you, Jake. Sleepless says, dude, you should make a Spotify account. I'd love to listen to it. Nice. Well, you can listen to it right here on YouTube. You have a YouTube account. Just go to my YouTube page, buddy, and check it out there. Spotify is the devil, if you didn't know. And I appreciate anyone that enjoys Spotify because it's free to listen to. But the problem with Spotify for me is that they rip off everybody. You literally get 0.0003 cents. So that's not even a penny. It's like 0.0003 of a penny per play. So it's and you got to look at the CEO of Spotify as a freaking billionaire. So it's like, what's going on here, man? But yeah, but check it out on my YouTube channel, buddy. Right here on my YouTube channel, you free of charge as well. I do make a little better money from that off my YouTube channel. But thank you. Val says, I don't know a single sad trance like me. I don't know too many either. I've heard a lot. I don't know. I'll look it up. But it's a good one. I like it. There was a video game, something like that, Not From This Earth or something. I can't remember. Mr. Shell says it's not really sad, but nervous. Says, oh, okay. What's the nervous about? Michael said he'll check that out. There you go, buddy. James, I've heard of Demu Borgir, but I don't know their stuff. No. Feisty talking boxer brief or depends. Not me. Boxer briefs all day. 100%. Tom Evans over there free balling. Sleeper said that's messed up for Spotify. It is. A lot of people pull their music from there. A lot of people don't care. I care a little bit. I care a little bit, you know. I know it's a big platform, but man, yeah, it's just like wow. And it's not about the money. It's a principle of it, you know. Because I do make more off of YouTube. If someone plays my song on YouTube, I make a whole lot more than I would on Spotify, and everything's all inclusive here on YouTube. And I think YouTube Music is even. I don't know if YouTube Music is free or you have to be premium for that, but yeah, it's all free here, man. Lexi says, "How does Spotify exist if ours gets reamed?" Good question. I don't know. I wish I knew. But it's the big people that make the money, you know, like Taylor Swift or Drake or, you know, all these big name artists. They're the ones making the money. If you're just a small time musician, creator, if you don't have a million of people listen to your stuff, it's worthless to be on there. Walter Ezekiel Molina, good to see you, brother. HD says it's like 3/100ths of a penny per stream. I have a song on Spotify and still has under 1,000 streams, so my revenue goes to garbage. Like Taylor Swift. This is true. Yo, Willie wants that one. I kind of know a little bit of that. Something like that. Mr. Shell says, like, a love question. Oh, okay. I asked my crush 2 questions and waiting for a response. Reminds me when I was a kid, you know, you when you're a kid and you liked a girl, you'd write on a note and say, "Do you like me? Yes or no?" And we'd hand a note and hope the guy said yes. Lucky for me, it was yes many a times. Michael knows, support YouTube, not Spotify. True that, man. True that. I mean, they're all out for the money, man. YouTube takes a nice little chunk. TikTok's the worst. TikTok takes 50% of your earnings. Any money you make on TikTok is 50%. It's bad. It's bad. Evan says, Demu Borgir are one of my all-time favorite bands. There you go, man. James said, do I know any bands? Nah, buddy, I don't know too much death metal. Now, all that stuff, anything after 91, I don't know of. I heard of it, you know. I maybe heard a thing or two, but yeah. Anything after 91, I stopped really listening to music in itself and focused on my own music. Let's see. Mr. Shuff said, that's the thing. I actually wrote an entire letter and gave my crush that layer on Google Docs. I printed it out. I'm not the best at writing spelling. Oh, man. There was an older girl I liked a lot. And I wrote this big letter and I put it in an envelope and I found out what her address is. And I almost put it in the mailbox and I said, no, I can't do it. I threw it in the sewer. Val says, don't forget no maybe boxes, Rick. Ain't that right? That's true, man. Jake says, the more you guys talk about Spotify, the more I want YouTube Premium. Yeah. I mean, YouTube Premium comes with, I don't know if it comes with, you can get it on your own, but it comes with YouTube Music. A whole different app, YouTube Music, which you can play every single thing that's on YouTube through this app. Instead, it's all audio. It's not videos, it's all audio. It's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that Spotify has, but I think Spotify is good if you're trying to find new bands or something like that, you know, to support and help them out. It's a lot of bands are putting their stuff on there. They just don't know what's behind it, you know. Sleepless said, I struggle with YouTube because of unskippable ads. Yeah, I know, man. I have premium on my personal account, but I have another account that I use. I don't have it. It's rough. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, bud. Always good to see you in here. All right, what do I have song for? What song is next? Okay, I don't know. This song's some weird one. So back in the day, if you ever heard of the band Primal Fear, I'm really good friends with some of the members of Primal Fear. And back in the day, when I was kind of big, doing stuff, one of the leaders of Primal Fear asked me if I could write some songs. I was like, oh, heck yeah, man. I wrote a bunch of songs for them. They never used them, but I uncovered the folder in my one of my hard drives. Like, wow, these are pretty cool. So this is one of them. Check it out. Hopefully I remember how to play it. idea what that was ever called. It was called RRPF7. I wrote like 10 songs, I think. That was one of the cool ones there. It was a very, very crushing song, I thought. Man, it's only 11:14. I barely played anything tonight. All right, let's see. I got another one, and then after that, we'll figure out what we're gonna do because don't have much after this. I didn't plan very well, let's say that. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Those that are still hanging out. Oh, let's see. And I don't know that one, dude. I never try to learn Van Halen, man. The early Van Halen, I gotta know some stuff like, you know. I don't know Van Hagar. I know Van Halen, but not Van Hagar. Mr. Shell says, there are so many times on our dates that I wanted to say she was beautiful, but I held back because I don't want to have her on a date to be awkward. It's tough, man. Yeah, you don't want to come on too strong. You don't want to, but you don't want to don't come on strong enough. It's very tough, man. Very tough. Evan says 0 ads on my YouTube if I use my phone. YouTube on TV every minute. That's weird. What kind of phone you got? You got a Samsung? Oh wait, you said you had an iPhone, I think. Huh. Mr. Shell says I would compliment her, but I don't want stuff to get awkward. That's true. Yeah, awkward is bad. Awkward is bad. James said I'd appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know that one, buddy. I know old Van Halen, very little of it too. If I say check out that first Primal Fear, I'm really cool. Yeah, it's a pumper, man. Thing cranks, man. Dorothea wants to welcome home. Man, you missed it. We did welcome home earlier. We did welcome home and Trapped in the Corner. Man, Dorothea, you got kid here early. And yeah, someone requested that exact thing, and we cranked it up. Thanks, Chris. There you go, Feisty. Silly Willie Nouse, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks, Val. Thank you, Michael. Thanks, John Boquette Sandler. There you go, buddy. Thank you, HD. Evan said, it's now called One-Eyed Deer. There you go. Michael knows RRPF7. That's the one, man. HD said, Chaotic Calm just made my top 10 favorites. There you go, buddy. That's a crazy one, man. David Wizanan, appreciate you, buddy. He says, awesome playing cool guitar. Hope I can play half that good. Now you can, my friend. Anyone can get there. And I do have some help on my channel. A video called The Exercise That Every Guitar Player Should Know. If you are interested in upping your shred game, please check it out. And all I ask is 20 minutes a day, 30 days straight. And you can get there. Not too many people can do it, though. People do it a couple days and they're like, I don't know, and they stop. I think maybe 10 people I know that have alerted me to say, I watched your video, I did what you said, and this is what I can do now. And that video's got a couple thousand views. Only a few people have contacted me, so make sure. If you're going to watch that video and you want to up the game on the shredding, man, 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes out of an entire day. Well, I appreciate it, man. I wish you the best, man, always. Pella got the count 157. Another slow night tonight, man. Boquette said the average level is top. Thank you, brother. Walter, good to see you, buddy. Dorothea knows that Unchained, absolutely. Michael Fairbanks knows best Van Halen is pre-Van Hagar. Thank you, thank you. Evan says, dope. It's now called Idea. Michael loves that Unchained. That's a great riff, man. That's one of my favorite ones. HC said he's got mad love for both eras. I feel that, man. I had a little bit of, I don't like some of the stuff they did, but it was the early stuff that really got me, man. It really got me, in that respect, but man. Oh, there you go, Michael. I know that one was a... That's a cool riff too. Jake says you gotta link me some Van Halen songs in Discord. Yeah, sure, buddy. There's a bunch, man. Like all the old albums are the best. Okay, Evan says he got a Samsung. I mean, yeah, Android is created by Google, so it's very possible. Or was it? Is it Sam? No, wait. Google has something else. I know Samsung and Google are very close. Actually, if you buy YouTube Premium on a Samsung phone, it costs less. It costs a whole lot less. But man, there may be something on you. Maybe you have it intrinsically on your phone through your provider. Some providers do give you free YouTube Premium, so it's possible. There you go, James. No worries, buddy. Thank you, David. Dorothea says, "You have any type? Do you have a different axe like Ibanez or Charvel Chapman?" I have 3 Charvel Predators from 1991 and 2 Fender Strats. One is a American Standard from I think 2005. I think it was 2005, and then one I don't know the year of it, but it's a Fender Floyd, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, typically the Jacksons are where it's at for me anymore. It's got because of the 24 frets, the perfect tremolo bar, the whole 9. Evan says guitar exercise like sit-ups. Tomorrow I will start tomorrow. This is true. Yeah, it's true, man. And it's it's the toughest thing for guitar players. Some people are like, I don't know what to practice. Well, here's something for you. But it takes a heavy mindset to have a practice plan, play for X amount of hours that you can, working on things that'll improve your techniques and things like that. So I try to make it easy, 20 minutes. Who doesn't have 20 minutes? If you don't have 20 minutes in your day to practice one exercise, then you probably don't have time to excel further in playing, in my opinion. And trust me, I came from a time where there was no distraction, there was no cell phones, there was no video games like we have now. There was no streaming services, there was nothing like that. It was either go play outside or stay inside and play my guitar. That's what I did. Dorothea says Samsung Galaxy for life. Forget the iPhone call. I'm part of the iPhone call mostly. I do have a Samsung though for my work phone, but Stardust has a Samsung too. But yeah, I prefer my iPhone. There's so many things on an iPhone you can do that you cannot do on a Samsung, and I can prove it any day of the week. Because they can't do music programs like they can do on iPhone. Now, if you're not a musician, then it doesn't matter. But I'm a musician, and I like to record stuff on my phone. And Samsung does not provide that. Fruity Loops is about the best you can get, and it's decent, but not good enough for me, let's say that. Sleepless says, YouTube got rid of my free YouTube Premium. Dang, man. Yeah, I got to pay that money every month. Bocat, have a great night, buddy. David Wisdom says, got to be determined. Exactly, bro, exactly. Evan says, my mindset, if I'm watching TV, I can stream it too. Exactly. And that's what I did as a kid, man. When I was a kid, I'd sit there and I'd have my metronome clicking, click, 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 click. I'd be practicing scales. I'd be practicing exercises and just watching TV. It's all mindless stuff, but you have to get your muscle memory going, and that practice time helps to do that. But yeah, I would sit there and watch. I was a real fan of soap operas when I was a kid. I watched them all too. If I says 10 minutes 2 times a day constitutes true. All I say is 20 minutes a day. So it could be 10 in the morning, 10 at night, or 2 times in a row, 10, or all together, whatever you got. But that's a very small request to do something. But you'll see, man. Sleeva says I didn't know when I got rid of a month ago. He has a Google Pixel. Man, yeah, you'd think it'd be free with a Google Pixel. Mr. Cell says now they do. They have a record app now. Yeah, it ain't as good. It ain't as good as iPhone, buddy. And I can prove it all day long. Because on my iPad, I've got a 48 track recording studio that's basically Pro Tools on an iPad. A Samsung cannot pull it off. I have certain beat makers that Samsung can't do. It's pretty amazing, man. But I got nothing against Samsung, trust me. But for a musician like myself, a professional musician that wants to be able to record anywhere, that's the thing. That's the thing. Evan says, that's how I got fast chugging on the way on those guitar. Watching, there you go, man. It works, man. David Wisnan says, the guitar is my favorite thing to do, but I still have a long way to go. Yeah, it's a journey. Don't ever forget that. Guitar is one long journey, and there's no overnight success. There's nothing. One day you'll break through the walls or whatever, but it's a long journey, my man, for sure. Terry in the house says they can practice scales. It's exactly. But I'm just trying to get them, basically with the exercise that I have, it shows the 3 basic scale patterns on the string. So while you're also learning how to synchronize your right and left hand techniques, you're also training your fingers to do the scale setup. So half note, whole note, whole note, half note, whole note, whole note. So you're basically working on that. Oh, let's see. James Lane said, "Only the young." I like to hear your cover of that. Not a complex song. Only the young. I don't even know what that is, buddy. I'm not sure what area you're from, but that's all good, man. I'm glad you love all this stuff, dude. Val Kimmer says Rick was in the Luke and Laura days. This is true. Yeah, and the day I watched Days of Our Lives was my favorite, honestly. Crows, he knows what's up. King Diamond, sir. There you go, brother. Dorothea talking about some Symphony X, man. Michael Romeo, the GOAT. That's for sure. My friend from Ukraine says, congratulations to all metalheads on the release of the new Halloween album. Yes. Yes, I've heard some of it. It's amazing already. Gotta love it. Mr. Shell said, which is fine. Thank you for allowing me to vent for a little bit. Hey, anytime, buddy, anytime. I don't know if you have Discord, but you can join the Discord. We also have good talking over there, too. Good to see you, Crow. Hope you're well tonight. Sleepo says, do you think it's because my phone's like 3 years old and it was limited to set? It's possible. Yeah, sometimes when you buy certain phones these days, they'll give you a free subscription to a lot of stuff. Sometimes long. So maybe if it was a Google phone, they might have given you like a couple years subscription for it for free. You know what? 3 years. Yeah, I don't know. My current phone is like on a 3-year plan. I don't get it for free. I don't go through. I don't have a Google phone, but it's possible. Were you paying for your phone for 3 years, or did you pay it off in one shot? Oh shoot, Juji just did Rock Me Amadeus. Val says Robert Scorpio. Who that? Oh, this. I know. Yeah, Scorpio from General Hospital. Jake Simon said, me being one of the video helped me play much music. You see, there you go, buddy. There you go. That's good to hear. Do we have the link? I might have the link. I don't. Oh shoot. Let me see if I can find it. It's on my YouTube page, honestly. Actually, I got it right here. I'm stupid. Sorry, buddy. Discord. Let me copy this. It's in my bio, but if you can't click on this link, Mr. Shell, just go to my YouTube homepage and look for the links, and you can click on the links. And there you go. Or not. That doesn't work. All right, let's try that. Anyway, all right, let's see. All right, Doroteo says, oh, Mama Schrader in the house. I almost missed you. Mama, how you doing? Good to see you. Doroteo says, I miss Chris Oliva from Sabotage. He was savage. This is true. I got to see Chris Oliva play probably about a month or two before he had his accident. And, man, yeah, it was on the, what tour was that? The one with the, I don't think about you anymore. Whatever. That first album was Zach Stevens. But man, yeah, I saw him at Winter Park, Florida at the station. It was amazing. It's unbelievable. Let's see. Oh, okay, Only the Young by Journey. Wow, yeah. That's in my era. I don't remember that one though. I don't ever learn any Journey. Neil Sean was a crazy guitar player though. He was awesome, man. Let's see. I got something for Doroteo then. Let's see. We'll wait on this one. If I can play it, we're gonna try and play it. It's probably gonna be rough. I never really worked on it as much as I should have. Sadly. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. I will give it a try, Doroteo. I don't remember. All right. bad, not great. I think I messed up that solo. I haven't played that in a minute. But it was worth the shot. It was worth the shot. Everyone knows this one. Oh, the Mountain King right there. I need to make a beat for that Hall of the Mountain King. That is another one I kind of know. I'll have to get to that one at some point soon. But there you have it. Chris Oliva, God rest your soul, brother. Well, let's see. Okay, thank you, Dorita. Edge of Thorns. Edge of Thorns, yes, sir. That's correct. Evan says, I like Brody's new song. First New Age song I've heard him play, not old school. Oh, what song was that? I did not hear that. Michael said, love the song in the Vision movie, Vision Quest. Oh, yeah. Pro said he saw Sabotage up for Testament Gutter Ballet Tour. Yeah, that's the one, man. Dog Eat in the house. How you doing, dog? Oh, let's see. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, David. Mr. Seth said, took a minute, but I'm in now. See you later. Have a good one, buddy. Michael said, I never use Discord, Rick. Do I need an app or is it a web page? You can look on a web page. You can download a computer app or you can get an app on your phone. Yeah, it's all free as well. James said he grew up watching Vision Quest because of his mother. That song, so that's a good song, yeah. Those whole journey's good, man. I think the only journey I ever kind of knew was Separate Ways back in the day, man. Okay, I saw him do a clip of that. Bullet for My Valentine. What's it called? No More Tears, or not No More Tears. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, okay, it's a Bullet for My Valentine song. You're right. Yeah. I did see a short video of him doing that. Yeah, Bullet's pretty good, man. That's a good band right there. Oh, it's 11:30. All right, we're moving to a new one. Adventure, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Well, shoot, what else can we do? All right, let me play this song, and we'll see what we can do after this one. This one here is called Tears of Time. This is kind of a mid-tempo ballad jam with a crazy solo. One of the best solos I think I've ever written. I really enjoy playing this solo too. But check this out. It's called Tears of Time. Tears of Time, man, that was a good one too. I think I hit that solo just right. Oh, let's see what else we got. Got about 20 minutes left in this show here. We'll see if we can figure some stuff out to play. Where did we leave off with it? Okay, James got it. Tears Don't Fall. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I saw this earlier. Man, my brain don't work when I'm doing these shows, man. I got a lot to think about. But yeah, it was a good one. Brody killed it too. He nailed it. That's for sure. Evan said he's looking way older. Oh, shoot. Val says, does Brody want to shoot me? I don't know. Doggy, thank you, buddy. Ray Freaks and House ready to rock. Good to see you, Ray, as always. Lisa, thank you. Jake says, you'll hear my progress tomorrow, Rick, because I'll be posting a snippet of my Gerudo Valley cover in the Discord. Very nice. Looking forward to it. Jake said, you might try to learn Separate Ways by Journey. It's such a banger. It's also in Trial Legacy. Is it really? Yeah, what is it like a... Probably not how Neil plays, that's for sure. Thank you, Jake. Evan says, life lesson, don't learn your favorite songs. They'll instantly lose their magic appeal. That's possible. I learned probably every single song, all my favorites. I still listen to them. I don't listen to Far Beyond the Sun, though, as much anymore because I do know how to play that one, and I've heard it a million times as it is. Thank you, David. There you go, dog. Michael, appreciate that. Sleeper says, that was really good. Thank you, buddy. Pellet, much love to you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Chris Liggett in the house. He said, hey. Michael said, you got a quick Dio riff? I got a whole Dio song, man. How about that? Michael says, how about Heaven and Hell, maybe some Rainbow? You know what? I was thinking today. I was on my way, or was I on my way home from work, and Mob Rules came up. And I was like, man, that's a really good solo in that, man. So I think if I have the wherewithal, I'm going to go ahead and do the Mob Rules solo. I gotta make the beat for it and all that. But man, I was like, man, and I remember hearing that in like the Dio concerts, and Vivian Campbell used to just throw down that thing, man. It was sick. But I got some of that for you. You know how we do. Suvra Deep Das Photography says, you're a great inspiration. Sure, you're great. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Paula R, hello to you. Good to see you. How about a little, we'll see. I'm gonna try all these Dios, man. We'll do a Dio masterpiece here. Let's see what we got. Dio. Where is you, Dio? I know I got a bunch of Dios here. Oh, here we go. All right, we'll do the one I know the best, and we'll go from best to worst. How about that? We'll do a Dio trilogy. There we go. Let's try it out. Let's see what we got after this. I remember this. In line right there. How about this one? Let's see if this one works out. I haven't played this one in a minute either. Let's try it. Triple Dio rock session right there. Can't beat that. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Right, there you go, Michael. You said Pale with Divers. Good. And Old Man Playing Journey. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Evan Kelly knows. It's the sign of the Southern Cross. That's a great tune too, man. That's a chill one, but it rocks, man. Michael says, sounds good, bro. That's a good one you think was in heavy metal. True. Thank you, Michael Doggy. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Jake. Paula R., how you doing? Good to see you there. Thank you. Ray Free says, cool song. Rick played Rick. Love it. Thank you, buddy. Let's see, Doggy. I'm gonna wake up everyone in the house just to get some Valium. There you go, bud. Jake's wife said, tears of time, but there is tears of joy. This is true. Rick said, what's the King Diamond shirt? Yes, this is the Abigail album cover, for sure. It's my favorite King Diamond album. This is my 100% favorite King Diamond album. I love it. Samia, thank you so much. Val Kimber, there you go. Joshua knows Rip That Third Eye Open. True. Jake's Vibe said, love you for playing that, Rick. It brings back the beginning of the movie when Sam goes to his father's arcade. There you go, bruh. Thanks, Michael. Moa Sear says, Rick, 200 likes. Good to go. Thank you, buddy. Ray Freeze, appreciate you, bro. Jake was feeling that. There you go. Evan says Joshua's on the beans. There you go. Who? Joshua. Wasn't Joshua the computer in War Games? Yeah, no beans. Crow, thank you, buddy. Dave said, I think my face melted. There you go, man. Bobby Munoz, what up, brother? Good to see you. Evan's like, whoa. David, thank you, my man. Evan's like, Dave's face. The melted face. Lisa, thank you. Shadow Man says, what camera do you use? I want to start my own stream soon. Right now I'm just using my iPhone. For these vertical streams, I use the iPhone because it's a lot easier to get that vertical setup. I do have an InstaLink 360 camera that I use on Saturdays, and then when I do my videos for YouTube, it's like $300, I think. But yeah, if you have your phone, the phone has a really good camera. You use the back camera, of course. But yeah, it just depends. But yeah, a good camera is Instalink 360 is very nice. It's pretty affordable and it's 4K. It really does good. If you want, look for my Saturday streams. I do streams on Saturday, but they're horizontal, and I use that camera for that. It's really nice. Dominic Zappoli says Pantera. Let's think. What we got? Pantera was. We'll do the best Pantera I know. Pantera acquired. Michael knows. Would you like to play a game? Yeah, I love that movie, man. I can watch that all the time. That's got some classic lines in it too, man. You're welcome, Shadow, man. Good luck, man. Absolutely, buddy. If you go to if you want, go to my my YouTube page and look for the links. I have a Sweetwater page. It is on that camera I use is on there. You can check it out there for sure. Derek Cleffy's, I always catch you when I'm drifting asleep scrolling. Sending good vibes from Pennsylvania. Good to see you, Derek. Thank you, brother. Val knows and Saturdays are acoustics at the end of the show. Yes, we crank out that acoustic. Cam Hodek, thank you. There you go, Dominic. Appreciate you, brother. What do we got? Got enough for maybe another tune. What? The OGs. What are you looking for tonight? What song we're thinking? What song we're thinking? I haven't played Requiem for the Lost this week. That is true. That's something I haven't played this week was Requiem. I don't know. What do you think? Voltage, Requiem. Intimidator, Incarnatus. I'm trying to think, man. See if we get some. Responses. On the final song of the night. But only if you know what my originals are. Let me know. Think about it. Let's see what we got. Maybe I'll do another cover song. How about we were talking about some Rainbow, but let me think of something better than Rainbow right now. I have Deep Purple. That's pretty good. What do I got long here? Oh, here we go. How about the Final Countdown? Everyone loves the Final Countdown. I haven't played that this week. Let's give that a shot. All right, let me know what that last song of the night's going to be, everybody. Give me some suggestions. Extend that out, man. It's kind of fun to play over there. Yeah, what can we do? Oh, of course, we have multiple requests. All right, there's two for Winter Vivaldi, 2 for Requiem, 1 for King. Let's see, man, 1 for Speeder, 2 for King. We have 2. I'm back on that Perfect Strangers. There you go, man. I know this riff, yeah, for sure. Smile on her face. Oh, it's just a kill. It's the thrill of the chase. I can't. God, Ian's so good, man. Val, there you go, buddy. Nilton Paiva de Tora, there you go, buddy. And Judy said that's my favorite version of Final Countdown. I like that one too. That's a fun one. Let's see. Jay Steele, the real. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, Crow. Michael, thank you. All right, well, we're gonna narrow it down. Vivaldi or Requiem. So it's two. We always play speeder. So we played the King many a time. So I will put up a poll. Vivaldi or Requiem. We'll end with some classical craziness. All right. So Vivaldi or Requiem. Last song. And I'll tell you, it's going to be called Last Song ? Starting poll now. All right, last song, ? Vivaldi or Requiem? Y'all voted up. Let's see what we got. Ray, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. What else can I do? We'll do something while we wait. We'll give you some time to vote. We haven't played Yngwie this week. How about a little Yngwie jam session? This one, I'll See the Light Tonight guitar solo from the album Marching Out. Mr. Yngwie J. Malmsteen. Let's go. See the Light Tonight. How are we looking here? Requiem in the lead. Looking good, man. Shoot. Let's see what else we can do. Give you another chance here. How about, man, I haven't played this one in a minute. Yngwie's You Don't Remember, I'll Never Forget. Man, shoot. Just gonna pull that one off. 2 Yngwies in a row. How about that? 3 Dios, 2 Yngwies. And we lit it up tonight for sure. All right, I think we're good on the... I think I already know who's the winner. So I'll cue that one up. And looking like... Ooh, it's a close call. It's a close call, but we're going to end it there. It's gonna be Vivaldi tonight, everybody. No problem, no problem. All right, let's read through these comments and we get it to it. I got to get out of here. One last day, Friday. Let's go. 1 Friday to go. 3-day weekend coming up. Quick question to some of you. Would you be interested in a Labor Day Shred Fest? I have the day off. I'll be chilling most of the day, maybe a little earlier than usual. 8-ish, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll talk about it in the Discord or something. All right, let's see. Evan and Michael, you guys nuts over there. Jay Steele, thank you, buddy. All right, where we go? All right, Val says, Vivaldi has my name in it, so... Lisa said, what, no speeder? I know, maybe not tonight. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, we ran out of time. It was like going really slow, and then it's like picked up out of nowhere. The time was weird tonight. Jake's 5 said, where's the lightning? I don't know, when there's lightning. There you go. When there's lightning. Evan said, stand outside with a metal pole. That's true. Yeah, you could be the new Ben Franklin right there. Crow, thanks. Thank you, Mustafa. Jax is feeling thriller, thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a thriller. That's the only riff there is. Pretty long song for one riff. Metal Magno sporting the King Diamond shirt. That's what's up, brother. You know it. Evan said he watched a golfer on YouTube get hit twice by lightning. You would think after the first time he learned his lesson. That is pretty crazy. You never think lightning can strike twice. Metal Mark's feeling that Viva Vivaldi. Mustafa, thank you, buddy. Metal Mark says, hey, isn't that Yngwie Malmsteen? It is. I like Tom Shreds calls him Leather McPantstein because Yngwie put 2 copyright strikes on Tom Shreds' channel because Tom Shreds plays probably better than Yngwie nowadays. But hey, what can you do? So Tom had to stop doing the true Yngwie cover stuff and change it all. He actually calls him, I think he's calling him Yogurt Pantstein or something. Oh my god, too funny. If you haven't checked out Tom Shreds, he's a friend of mine and he's an amazing guitar player. I guarantee you will like him. Orange says, bro, can we get some Ozzy or Savage songs? Love your videos, my dude. Thank you, brother. I apologize, buddy. You were quite late tonight, man. We played like a bunch of, what did we play? We played Dio stuff. But maybe we could do a Crowley or something, a real quick Crowley. That'll get you going. But yeah, this is the last song of the night, my friend. I've been going for 2 hours, but I got to get up tomorrow, and that's the thing. But I like it, man. I do love those dudes. There you go. David sings definitely on Monday, right? Lisa says sure. Crow says yes. Oren says hell yeah to Labor Day party. All right. We'll probably do it a little earlier. It won't be 10 o'clock for sure. It'll be earlier, like 8 or something. 8 p.m. my time, of course. Son of Sammy Davis in the house, man. You ran late too. We played Unchained. We played that riff guaranteed earlier. I love that riff, man, for sure. Probably the only one I know, honestly. Ray Free says, Rick, on Labor Day, you could take the day off and surprise with a new song. Probably not. We'll do it on Saturday. We'll have new songs on Saturday for sure. For sure. All right, how about this? I didn't even unclick this. For Oren, my man wants some Ozzy. I did not play Mr. Crowley, so we'll do Mr. Crowley, and then we'll do Vivaldi. Guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. We'll do this Mr. Crowley, and then we'll do Vivaldi, and then we'll say our goodnights. All right, so here's Mr. Crowley. Here's Wonderwall, right? right, Mr. Crowley. There you go, Oren. Hope you enjoyed that, buddy. I do love me some Randy Rhoads. I got to get some more. So Jake E. Lee solo's next. Bark at the Moon solo's next when I can get time to create that track. That's one of my other favorite ones for sure. All right, let's cue this up. Let's read these comments and we got to rip this one down for show. Oh, let's Evan says, chubby material in memory of old material earlier in the chat. That's true. Chubby. Boquette says, I like the echo. He's back. Nice, dude. Good to see you again. And you're just in time for the classic Vivaldi masterpiece. David Wizenat knows that. Crowley, there you go, brother. Michael's feeling that. Some Oz, man. Dog, there you go, brother. There you go. Warren says, bro, thank you. Ozzy forever, no doubt, brother. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Metal Mark says, Rick will have a new song with a new number, maybe 2112. Well, what's Saturday? It'll be 08/30/25. That'll be the new song. Thank you, David. Thank you, Mustafa. Evan says, in vain, best I can spell is dang name. Oh, in vain. That sounds like a southern person. You all want to hear some in vain Milestone? In vain Milestone right here. Check them out, boys. Val Kimmer's feeling that. Thanks, buddy. My stop said, I wish I could be that good in something. You could, buddy. You can. It takes a lot of work. Evan says, better than Eugene, which I used to call in vain. Unknown Warrior, brother, thanks for that super chat, man. You rock, dude. Thank you so much. Feisty says, thanks for another session. You're quite welcome, Feisty. Absolutely, Crow. Appreciate that. Jake's Vibe said, Eugene Krabs. There you go. Lisa, thank you. Boquette, Oren, appreciate you. Ray says, Rick, love the last song, but I enjoy watching you play. You're also awesome, buddy. Thank you so much, Ray. Much love to you, my friend. Illutra said, that's insane how good he's played. So impressive. Perfecto, even as of... True that, Illutrios. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you there. Michelle Goodwine, thank you so much. Val Kimber says, subs, so you can always be back down for the Rickness. Absolutely. What we get tonight? We got close to 66.5. Maybe on Sunday we'll get it. Evan said, Eugene Miles Stream was my best effort. There you go, man. Metal Mark knows, was it polemically sent? I want to know what you meant. I want to know what you meant. Metal Mark knows, in vain, Malmsteen. He was probably quite vain in his day, for sure. Val, have a great one, buddy. All right, let's get this cooking here. This is Cold Winter Night is the name of this song. We should make a shirt for this. It's starting to become a popular piece here. But this is based off of Vivaldi's Winter Movement. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. We are here 5 times a week. We're also putting videos out every single day. We have a great community here, one of the best you'll ever find. I promise you that. But if this song doesn't convince you to subscribe, I don't know what else would. But check it out, Cold Winter Night. All right. There you have it. Cold Winter Night, a.k.a. Vivaldi's Winter Movement. What a cool jam. I really enjoyed playing that one. It's a hard song to play. It's very hard, but it's very fun. I'm telling you the truth. All right, well, that's about enough for me tonight. Appreciate everyone hanging out with me and this great community. It was a great night. Slow one, but it's a good one. Sometimes we don't mind slow. We don't mind slow. Let's see. Thank you, Lisa. Evan's like, what? Jake says, damn, I forgot how to get this song. Thank you, buddy. That's a really cool one to play. Evan knows Yngwie likes his Ferraris too, yes. Very much. Doggy, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Jake. Oren says, holy Lord, bro. It's really a pleasure to hear, watch you play. Thank you, Oren. It's great to see you hang out with us tonight, man. We appreciate that for sure. Thank you, Val. Bo Ket's feeling the chill on that one. There you go, Val. Evan said, Nashi Ket's missing out on chopstick conducting. I know, right? He'll probably catch the replay for sure. For sure. Thank you, Jake. Litria says, wow, that Vivaldi gave me goosebumps. Respect you play it live on concert. I would love to, my friend. We're trying to get out there. We're trying to get there. Lots of money needed. A lot of money needed. But dollar by dollar, we're getting there. We're getting there. Sleepless, thank you. Thank you, David. Metal Mark says from the Baroque area. Yeah, they were probably pretty broke back then for sure, man. Not too much money passing around that time. Lisa, have a great one. Stay blessed as always. Thank you, Michael. Take care tonight. Stardust says, good night, friends. Much love. Always, always. Doggy, good night, buddy. Thank you. Evan says, thanks for the hangout. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Evan. Always great to see you, buddy. Pella got that final count, 233. Not too shabby. Jake says, glad to be here for another stream, Ricky Rock. I hope you have a blessed, safe, and wonderful one. Thank you, my friend. I will see you on the Discord, I'm sure. Dylan Tracy, thank you, buddy. Have a great night. Crow, have a great one, bud. David, take care, my friend. Sleepless, have a good night, my friend. Evan, until next time, absolutely. All right, that's enough. So if you're still watching and haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be shutting down the studio right about now. But I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us tonight. I shall be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. as well as Sunday night at 9 p.m. And then we're talking about a Monday Labor Day jam a little earlier than usual. So we'll talk about it and we'll get the time squared away. But make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications are on so you'll know when I'm shredding next for sure. All right, everybody. Have a great night, Jude G. We'll see y'all on the Discord at some point again. Beyond that, I want y'all to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other. And I want you to take care of each other. That's all we have in this world, right? So let's do that. And y'all have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are in this world. Take care, everybody. We'll see you then.